Hey guys, Spunkify here for League Top 10, and today I am presenting a shoutcast of a 5v5 game on Summoners, of course. We have Alistar, Shaco, Twisted Fate, Dr. Mundo, and Teemo versus a Warwick, Mordekaiser, Heimerdinger, Olaf, and Sivir. Now, you may notice that my name is actually not in this game because I am not actually playing in this game. This game is actually a replay that I downloaded off of clggaming.net. Which actually hosts some replays, or the ability rather to upload some replays. So I just picked a game at random. It had a good rating. I have actually never seen this game. I don't know actually who wins, and I just wanted to get a feel of how the replay function will work as a shoutcast. So I did do that video a couple days ago where I talked about the new replay function that someone came out with, and so today I am just actually looking at that replay function and seeing how well it's going to work in actual shoutcast environment. So I actually tried to look at these ELO scores for these players, but it looks like they are actually EU because I was not able to find them on the US servers. So we are following Shaco here, who is going to be jungling. And the title of this game, when it was uploaded, was Anti-Jungle Shaco versus Warwick. So he looks like this was a ranked game that he specifically went Jungle Shaco to counter the Warwick. Now, if we wanted to talk about excuse me, I am going to adjust just a second my HUD so we can see everybody just a bit more. That looks pretty good. So you see the players over here. And if we were going to look at the team comp, we already have some action here. Level 1, we have Warwick going in there in the jungle. He's probably just scouting for, of course, Shaco. But, Warwick is stunned. He's at 480 HP. They are making a move on him. I don't think they're going to get him because he did blow Ghost. But at least now he's deterred from stopping the jungle boxes from actually setting up. So I've actually never seen this skin before. I'm sure I've actually, I'm sure I've seen it, but I actually don't remember the name of it. It's quite interesting. So to talk about the team comps just a bit more, we have Alistar, Shaco, TF, Mundo, and of course Teemo versus the other team. And when we look at this, this team comp right here is primarily focused on ganking as well as map control. With the Shaco in the jungle and of course TF, you're looking at pretty much complete map control via way of Teemo shrooms and Jack in the boxes and of course TF's ultimate. So it's quite nicely there. Now, normally when I jungle Shaco, I immediately go down to the golem buffs and then I go up to the actual Wraith camps. Because that gets me level 2 when fighting the lizard here. But he's got it under control. He hits level 2 like that, and that thing went down really quick. Yeah, typically I set up 3 boxes here, and I set up 2 boxes here, and then I smite the Wraith up there to start it. So down here we have Broloff by himself, of course, because Warwick's jungling. And in the middle we have Sivir versus TF. And it looks like they had a little skirmish there starting one. If I click on their names here, you can actually see their HPs until they actually fix it to where I can see their HPs up top. And up top we have Mundo versus Mordekaiser. Now, wait, there comes Heimerdinger. Okay, I thought Heimerdinger was going to be up top then. But of course he's going to be down bottom to control Dragon. So here's a skirmish, level 1. It looks like, Warwick is going to get taken out for first blood. Nicely done, nicely done. Looks like Warwick was trying to do the old scoop and take their golem. But of course he was able to counter that quite nicely. Before level 6, Warwick is really successful with the jungle ganks versus other junglers. Just because it is very difficult for him to, when he gets feared or any kind of CC, he doesn't really have that ability to take him, especially if Shaco's full HP and Ignite that really, counters that Warwick. Although I will say Udyr can at times have problems versus Warwick if he's low. But I have seen also Udyr's completely dominate Warwicks in the jungle. So at level 3, which is very common, we do have Shaco coming in the mid to try to do a gank on Sivir. It can be a bit difficult to gank Sivir, not only because she's ranged, but also because she has spell shield. But it looks like he doesn't even know what's going on. It's going to go in there and try to get in some stuns. But of course, Sivir is almost... Sivir gets away with TF having 1 bar of HP. That was very nice. I actually didn't see how she did. She had 1 bar of HP. He probably double ignited her. Does he have Ignite? He does have Ignite. It looks like he tried to flash and then double ignited. And now Warwick is getting taken out as well. Just completely dominating the Warwick. He's going to die yet again. Wow. 2-0-1 for this Shaco. This is a nice opener here, definitely. Shaco's level 4. Warwick is level 1, possibly 2 if that hasn't updated. So definitely keeping control here. If I was going to talk again about the team comps, man, this Shaco is being liberal. He is not letting up. We're going to go in for another kill yet here on the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser going low. Oh, is he going to get away? He is going to be just fine. Barely any HP. So, wow, already on a killing spree at level 4. He is really doing what Shacos do best, is controlling those lanes, doing what's best as a ganker. Really, Shaco does really well before level 6 ganking just because of his ability to, you know, of course, teleport in and then, or not teleport, you know, kind of shift in there, invisible, and then take out those enemy teams. So we got back here. Sivir is now back in the middle lane. She has now boot speed, 2 HP pods, and a Meki pendant. I honestly, if I would have seen that Shaco was doing that well, I would have also just bought I would have bought a ward and placed it in there just to have a little bit more control. The enemy team, if we're going to talk about their team comp, the ally team is going for, yet again he's going for him. I don't think he's actually, he may actually get the kill on him again. Wow, this work is just, he gets away barely with like 1 bar. It looks like they may try to fight Mordekaiser, but I don't know. Mordekaiser is very tanky, and he does have a shield. It looks like Shaco may actually get taken out. He's going to get away with a nice little deceive there. 1 bar. Nicely done. Almost taken out. That almost backfired on. He may actually get taken out anyways. Let's see. Is he going to have his deceive up? Yes, he's going to have his deceive up and nicely placed box there to deter the Mordekaiser. Is he going to keep going for him? I think he's going to throw 1 last boomerang. Barely clips him, but not enough. Not enough. So now, we're going to have a teleport on Sivir. Sivir is way out of place here. But nice. Oh my god, that was a huge damage output. Sivir did actually get in the spell shield to block that gold card, but man, that damage just come immediately from that Mundo and TF, man. With those spell pin boosts, he just did a ton of damage. And this game is already looking hugely in the favor of Chaotic's team. And of course, Jungle Shaco, and it's this is definitely a good guy to see if you want to how to play Jungle Shaco. He is completely dominating the lanes. He is making sure to assist his allies in pushing, and he is also making sure to pretty much destroy that Warwick in the jungle. So nicely done, nicely done. So let's see what he's going to buy here. He's got, of course, his Madras Razor, and he's got his Boots of Mobility, help him move around the map quicker. And we are looking to do really well. Already a Blasting Wand coming out for Nyokuzu, I believe is the way you pronounce it. And yeah, if I finally get a chance to talk about the team comps and what they were going for. So this team right here, they're going for basically the ganking. Map dominance and ganking by way of TF and of course Shaco and Teemo's mushrooms that kind of get sight wards. We have, of course, Mundo and Chaotic Knight here for the tank support as well as just overall slows. Mundo does look like he's going for a tankish build, going 2 regrowth pendants. And, I don't know what was going on there, but a little bit of lag, but are okay here. Nicely zoning out that Mordekaiser, who now does have a sight ward, but has yet to place it. He would probably place it right here or right here, just to get a little better view. We do have a Jack-in-the-Box, I believe. I see the green mark here, and there's the Jack-in-the-Box to get a little sight ward on there and those golems. Now the enemy team, the way the enemy team is going here. And we have some action here against the Teemo. I mean, not against the Teemo. It was against the Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger does go down. That was some nice play. He has 1 bar of HP. I don't know if he's actually going to be able to do it. Broloff still has a lot of HP. He's trying to actually kite him around the mushroom. He does get a mushroom on him. He's very low. But so is Teemo as well, and I don't think they're going to get it. Yeah, Broloff is going to pull back. Although here comes Shaco. Shaco may actually has red buff. He may actually come in here. I think he's going to shiv him. But yeah, it's not going to be enough. 135 damage, but he still has 3 bars of HP. But yeah, that was one little bug that I don't like, is you can't actually see how much HP they have, and typically sometimes this doesn't update quick enough. Hopefully the replay function gets fixed eventually so that you can see that. But it's kind of like sometimes I gotta guess how much HP. But the enemy team, there we go. The enemy team is going for a push strat. I mean, you have Heimerdinger, you have Sivir, you have Mordekaiser for the HP, and you have Broloff, and of course you have the Warwick for the speed increase. And he is just completely zoning him out. I mean, look, level 3 Level 3 Warwick has yet to, I don't think he's killed like more than 2 or 3 creep camps this entire game so far. And of course we have Shaco here waiting for the gank again, because I know Warwick's going to come back in here. Let's see if he's actually doing it. Oh no, we actually have level 4 Heimerdinger here, and he's actually doing some work on that Shaco. Nice stun on the Shaco. Although Shaco did do a lot of damage to that Heimerdinger, and I think they're finally going to be able to get him Golem buff, unless the Shaco comes back in. Oh, he's going to send a Deceive in. Let's see what's going to go on. And yeah, they're going to waste all their stuff on him, but he actually survives just fine. So yeah, they're just trying to harass him here at Golem, make sure he doesn't get Golem. They do have people setting up, and I don't know why Sivir or, you know, Broloff. I guess Broloff didn't decide to go back. I thought he'd gone back. I don't know why they're, you know, not coming here to actually assist. I mean, for all they know, it's 1 person versus 2 so far. But they are going to try to get the gank on here. And Shaco is trying to come in to actually kill the Warwick. He did get feared. He's going to be close. Yeah, nicely done. Now TF is actually going to come in here for the Heimerdinger, and nicely, oh, so much damage. Nice flash up on the Heimerdinger, but of course we do have Shaco here. Oh, nice stun on the Shaco. That was very nicely done. Oh, but he does hit a mushroom. So unfortunate, man. That was so close. I thought he was actually going to get away for a second. He did stun him here. But like I said, this is a gank team, so that is their main forte, is to come in and gank those people. And if we look at the score now, it is 11-0. 11-0. Teemo having 3 kills, Shaco having 4, TF having 2. If you want to play a gank team, this is the way to play it. Complete map dominance, complete harassment control. They are doing work on these guys. 0-4 Heimerdinger, 0-3 Warwick, 0-1 Mordekaiser, and 0-2 Sivir. So yes, the push strategy team works really well if there isn't that much harassment, because they can just group up and then push a lane. But unfortunately for this harassment team, or rather for this map dominant team rather, they're having a lot of trouble keeping control of that and not being able to make any kind of actual push. You notice Sivir hasn't really done anything to this tower. He hasn't even touched this tower. Which, you know, typically middle lane, Sivir generally dominates the middle lane as far as creep kills and actually pushing up on that tower, just because he can clear an entire creep wave at level, what, 5 or 6 with a boomerang. And so still we have Sorcerer's Boots and Blasting Ward. I'm not sure what he's going to build on then. He may actually just go straight for a Death Cap or something else with similar lines, but he may need to work. If this game does go late, he will have to obviously build a little bit of HP, just because it doesn't matter if you're, you know, if the slightly tanky team, all they have to do is weather your first burst, and then you can get pretty much destroyed. But oh, we do have a gank going on here. Oh, but he's going to get away. Nicely done. But of course, Shaco's right here, and I think one Shiv is going to kill him. Yeah, just completely destroying that Sivir. And of course, oh my God. Oh, but Teemo does finally go down. Well, they do have a kill finally. And let's see who actually wins this. We have Broloff versus, of course, our Alistar here. Alistar does have Shrilla's Reveille, so he does a little bit of cooldown. But you know, Broloff is really built for taking on tanks, just because of his E and his ability to do a lot of damage, and also being very tanky himself. But he's getting kicked into tower range now, so he's taking a lot of extra damage, 2 extra tower shots. He's down to 253 HP, and Chaotic Knight takes out Broloff. Nicely done here. We also now see that, oops, it ported back me. We also now see that TF is making work on this tower. It's got about half HP. And we are at the 12-minute mark, and really seeing just a lot of, yeah, you see in the comments this LOL kill with Olaf with Alistar. It's pretty funny, kicked them back, because like I said, Alistar is just does work. I mean, sorry, Broloff just does work to tanks normally with his E, you know, doing a set amount of damage, no matter what HP you have or anything like that. So we of course have Mordekaiser here going for Spell Pen, and then Regrowth Pendant, and then we have Spirit Visage and the 2 Regrowth and Boots of Speed for Mundo. Now they did say in the next patch they are nerfing Spirit Visage. They're kind of taking off some of that cooldown, because relatively speaking, Spirit Visage is a very cheap item, and you're getting 12% cooldown, which is a lot of cooldown relatively speaking for such a inexpensive quote-unquote item. So that's one thing to keep in mind for you guys that are Mundo players out there. So now we have, of course, Shaco moving up here. I don't think he's actually going to go for Mundo yet, because he does. I mean, not Mundo, Mordekaiser yet, because he does not have red buff for that slow. Now he does have Shiv, but really, Shaco's really reliant on red buff early on. So he is setting up one little ward there, one little box. That way he can actually prepare for, not only prepare for Lizard, but also prepare for, say, Warwick coming in to get Lizard. And we haven't seen much of Warwick lately. Let's see if we can get a glimpse of what level he is. It says he's level 4, he's 0 and 4, he's got his Madras now, so he should be... Okay, here we go. Oh, he is dancing in base. Dancing in base, pretty much this game is GG now, obviously. And everybody's dying. I don't even realize... Or he may have just danced in base because he actually used his ultimate. But definitely not seeing a lot of good play now here from this enemy team. And one of the nice little things about the replay function here... Oh, we're making some work. We're going some work here. It looks like they were trying to push up on the second tower. But we have 3 of the other teammates here. And I don't know if Warwick is still dancing in base, but he obviously wasn't been much help to the enemy team. And sorry for this game being a blowout. I just chose a game at random. This game got a good rating. We have seen excellent play from the team right here with Mundo and Shaco, but not much could be said about the enemy team. So one thing that you can do here, I just want to talk about this replay function real quick, is that you can actually fast forward the game. So I could actually choose to pause the game if I wish, and when you pause the game, everybody stops moving, as you can see here. And then you can choose to resume it just by hitting the play button again. That resumes the game. So I just wanted to kind of point out some of the new features real quick here while we're in kind of a lulled game. Of course, I could fast forward or skip by 5 seconds at a time if I wish. And of course, like I said in the other video, I can actually browse the shop and look around. So this, we do have Mundo taking out top tower. Bottom tower still being worked towards by Chaotic Knight and Shiznal, the Teemo, who's got 5 stacks and going for, of course, AP. However, he is going to get hit by that bomb there, but not taking too much damage. And really, this enemy team is really under-farmed, under-geared, and they have just been ganked like crazy. This is level 12 Mundo versus level 10 Mordekaiser. But Mordekaiser is doing some nice little work there. I don't know if Mundo has his ultimate. Mundo does not have his ultimate, but we do have Shaco coming up here, and Shaco is going to start doing work on this Mordekaiser, and Mordekaiser is going to go down most definitely. Mundo taking quite a bit of damage there, and I believe if Mundo was 1v1, he might have died in that situation, but of course this Shaco is just completely dominating, going for a Giant's Belt, Wriggle's Lantern, and Boots of Mobility. I actually played a game not too long ago where I was messing around with Jungle Shaco with a friend who is pretty new to the game, and relatively new in the fact that he's a new level 30, and we were losing, and so I went tank Shaco with the Sunfire Cape and just started destroying them. It was quite funny. So that's actually pretty viable if you get a Sunfire Cape. We do have Mundo coming up here to take out these creeps so that they don't actually deter from our creeps. Shaco's going to be backing out just a bit. He didn't have to deceive for much. Oh, but he's going to deceive though, however, to put more Jack in the boxes there, do some work in the case they actually come up through this area here. So yeah, they are actually going to get this tower. We may see a sub-level 25 kill on the Nexus. I mean, not level 25, sub hour or minute 25 there. I cannot speak this morning, but we're doing work on this tower. Level 9, pushing the second inhibitor. Yes, Warwick is still there, so it looks like this game is pretty much older. I'm sorry the team on that side not play their best, but if we actually fast forward it now, we can actually kind of move up here, because you know, this game was very good to see the ganking potential of Shaco. Obviously, you know, even after his nerfs, he's still doing quite well. And we have a nice gank team here. It's unfortunate that Warwick decided to not play, you know, not participate. But it's also kind of funny as well that he's raging that much. I'd like to see actually if I could actually see. Oh, Mordekaiser said I'm still playing better than the rest of my team. Wonder if they're drunk as well. So apparently Mordekaiser's drunk playing this game. And yeah, that's one thing here. You can also see what everybody's typing. 3 of the Teemo mushrooms. That was nice. But yeah, so this game has definitely been a blowout, but there was very little games to actually work with, and I actually didn't know the outcome of the game. It didn't actually tell me who won, or it didn't tell me, you know, how close the game was. I just loaded the game up and gave it a go. So, and I really just wanted to test the replay function to see how it is. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying my actual Shoutcast here, and it's definitely better than my other ones, I'd have to say, just because of the ability to actually move around the map, seeing what people are doing, without having to, you know, stay stuck to his camera. Which reminds me, I can be locked to his camera if I wish. So I could just be locked to his camera. We do see, of course, Sivir being taken out yet again. 184 gold for Shaco, and he is just completely doing work. Now, used to, Shaco could backdoor very well just by simply using his clone, and then he just cloned, and then if he had a couple damage items, they could take that tower very well. But they did reduce the damage the clone did. They did reduce the duration of the clone, and they nerfed how much damage it actually did to towers, so that he couldn't do that, because that was kind of game breaking, because he could just, as they were pushing up middle here, he could just go behind and actually kill that tower. Now, we do know that Alistar is going to get a little bit of a remake, so I'm actually anxious to see how that does, because right now Alistar is kind of one of the worst champions as far as he can just be completely ignored in team fights and go for the squishies. Now, he does have his stun and his knockback, but outside of that, his ultimate just makes him take less damage and basically just makes him a complete no-kill target. You don't touch him during his ultimate. You can't touch him. He does so much HP, so much ability to just block that damage. But he does do extra damage to towers, which makes him decent at actually pushing those towers. But, of course, he only pushes it well with other teammates. By himself, I don't really ever see attack speed Alistar, so his slow attack speed really makes it so that if he's hitting those towers, it doesn't do anything. And, of course, that Warwick just getting completely obliterated because he's level 4 and he's not being a team good. And I'm sure they actually reported him. If not, if any of you want to report him for that game, I don't even know if you can anymore. But I don't like to see that play from players. Even if you're doing bad, I'm always a person that I may say that, you know, please end the game quick. You know, we're not going to put up much of a fight. But I'm not a guy to actually quit playing or quit, you know, actually trying. So they are now pushing on the Nexus at minute 1955. Whoop, there we go. Minute 1955. They're pushing on the Nexus towers, really doing work to these towers. And, wow, they are just completely dominating. Oh, he gets the kill with his clone right at the base as he starts to get regen. That is just, oh, that's got to hurt so bad. And there goes Alistar kicking people around. He's, look, see, when he turns on his ultimate, even at level, what, 12, 13, whatever level he was taking literally no damage from that turret for a little while, and until he was finally taken out. But that was not a GG by any means. That was, in fact, the biggest blowout I've ever seen. But if you guys have better games, download the replay function, record your games, and then send them up to us. And I hope you actually enjoy this new type of shoutcast now that I can finally do it with some proper replay techniques. He quits at minute 20, but of course if in the last 5 minutes it doesn't actually occur. And there's the GG. See ya, brah. GG, guys. I'm happy. He's having a good time no matter his team got destroyed there. It's all good. There's a victory. Let's see if I can pull up the score screen. I don't even know if I can pull up the score screen. See if I can pause it. Continue. Nope. See you guys later. Spunkify out.